Okay, greetings everyone, this is First Centurion 753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4, Power and Revolution, Return to the Golden Age of Greece, and let's see, we have got a pretty good growing economy. Unemployment is down below 10%, I think it was up at over 20 when we started. Inflation is starting to concern me. I have a lot of conflicting strategies to deal with inflation. Some people say to buy from other countries to increase our purchasing power. Other people say that that has a negative impact. As far as inflation is concerned, it's always been a tricky strategy. Interest rates has been the best way to approach it. I could also raise taxes and try to slow down the growth, but you know, I'm not sure if I want to do that. But inflation is definitely growing here, and once it gets into like past 4 or 5%, it's going to be a concern. Maybe it will level off. If it does, then that's good. If not, I might have to impose maybe another tax, I think. I can't adjust my currency because, again, I'm stuck in that EU. Let's see what we got here. A lot of stuff. Value-added tax, hiking that up would give me $1 billion. What would the impact of that be, though? I don't know if we'd actually get it passed. We'd get it passed, but people would really not like it. So I don't know if I'm going to go for that. What else do we have here? Good old turnover tax. I don't want to up the company taxes. I don't know. I'm going to hope that inflation just kind of levels off. Let's take it to the end of the month here, and then I'm going to start talking about what we're going to do as African policy and intervention in Africa. I don't think I'm actually going to intervene this episode, because the last time I tried to intervene in the Angolan series, I clicked on one and I ended up going to war with both for some reason. I don't know how that happened, and so I am going to test out intervening in Libya before I do it in an actual recording, just to make sure I do it right or see if I'm missing anything, because sometimes when I'm talking and I'm doing things, I'm not sure if I'm doing things the right way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so we have a new membership application here for the OECD. This was the Organization of Economically something development, economic and commercial development. They're not a country that I'm concerned with. I think I rejected one of those southeastern European countries last time. I don't know the benefit of having others in here. This is the Bahamas, right? I guess we can just... Sure, why not? I'm fine with it. I don't have a problem with it. Alright, Lebanon. The Lebanon agent, minister that we tried to pull into our agency has rejected our offer.
Prospective analysis, coupled with the Brown model on group psychotectonics, has allowed us to identify a potential ally. In this case, a terrorist group that we have already approached. The use of this organization...
This is not a group. This is the group I want to fight.
Any destabilization action.
So I'm going to refuse meeting with them, actually. Okay. So we'll run out the end of the quarter here. And then I'm going to discuss the situation in Libya and how I plan on intervening. Libya's got a number of different factions involved here. Public finance looks good. Our budget excess is now $5.66 billion. We probably can start spending, but I'm worried that's going to grow the economy too much. Economic growth is tricky. Inflation has not leveled off. There's a huge surplus there.
Good news. Our financial performance in the last quarter shows a cash surplus. This will help us reduce our debt service. Let's keep it up.
Okay. So, factions involved here in this conflict. We've got the Libyan Democratic Forces, we've got the LTU, the actual Libyan government and the total jihad. I don't know what factions they exactly represent in real life, and I don't know too much about the situation in Libya in real life, and I apologize if I'm not doing this to offend anyone. This is just the way the game is. There are thousands of YouTubers, hundreds of thousands of YouTubers out there playing games, so, not trying to make a joke out of the situation. But, this is what, my fans seem to like, so I'm going to go ahead and get involved in this situation. Okay, what do we got here?
The jokes of the humorist become painful.
Oh.
He makes fun of you in terms beyond caricature.
Somebody making fun of me, statement in the press, and this thing got rejected. Okay, Mexico. Alright, so anyways, we have those factions that I listed. Seems like Libyan Democratic Forces are in conflict with the LTU, actual Libya, and the total jihad. So they seem to be at war with everyone. And so I'm probably going to declare war against them. Even though it's probably contradictory to Greek ideals, not spreading democracy. But not all the Greeks were democratic. Sparta, which was down here, was not a democratic society. So, just because we're playing the Return of the Golden Age of Greece does not mean I'm spreading democracy around the world. And the the Libyan Democratic Forces, I might end up attacking Tobruk first and hitting this district, the Tobruk district. It doesn't tell you the economy. I wish it would tell you like the GDP of each individual district, so you can see how much it's really like worth it to take. But as far as the Libyan Democratic Forces go, they have about 2 million sympathizers. They're Muslim. They're pan-Islamic. They have 3,700 fighters, 60 mercenaries, 69 tanks, and 86 armed trucks. They're actually, I looked at this a couple episodes, in between some episodes, a couple episodes ago, and they seem to be declining. So they might be the ones. It looks like the total jihad is making progress here in the northeast district there. And Libyan Democratic Forces still have presence in Al-Wahat district, and this was what I was looking at before, an oil well that does not seem active at all. This oil well is controlled by the Libyan government, so I'm not going to go after that. But I'd like to make a grab here in this oil well, maybe send like helicopters or special forces to grab that immediately, and then my primary invasion force, or at least one of them, I might send 2 different forces. One to hit Tobruk, and then advance south into the desert, clearing out some of these bases here, and then the other to work down the coastline. And then once I have access, I'll have to go to war against the total jihad too. But once I have access to the entire coastline, then we can go ahead and I'll probably go ahead and build give them a railroad system. So we'll be like, the benevolent imperialists, and we'll actually try to improve the lives of the people we conquer. If that makes sense. That's hypocritical, I know. So anyways, that I think is my general strategy. I have air bases, 2 of them, where I can launch a lot of my fighters. Drones too, which is good because that'll help me hunt out the bases, rebel headquarters. And it looks like I've got about 18,000 troops I'm going to send right to Tobruk, and I'll probably send these 2 tank columns in as well. And then this base to the north has 24,000, which I'll move into these cities, and I might send another tank column as well. I'll leave one behind and send one in. Libya is probably not that advanced, so I can probably send in the level 1 tanks. Let them, take a beating first, and sort of conserve my level 2 tanks for conflict in possibly Turkey or other. I'm trying to avoid conflict with Turkey right away. Other areas like we're looking at, hopefully, former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. That's what I'd really like to make a grab there, and then get on the border with Serbia. Serbia seems to be someone that we could definitely manufacture a war with, and maybe Montenegro. None of these are in NATO. It looks like we have good relations with Kosovo. I was also thinking about Kosovo. If we have good relations with them, I don't know. If they're not in NATO, I might grab them anyways. And I don't think Bosnia-Herzegovina is in NATO. So I would like to just grab this whole area right here. It'd be nice. Expand the Greek Empire, as well as expand into Libya. Again, we could also find other oil reserves possibly in Libya. And I was thinking about grabbing Cyprus. Maybe intervening in the Middle East a little bit. Lebanon. We tried to get a minister there, but he was not buying it. The Russians are here with an aircraft carrier, and I believe they are in control of a base somewhere. So there is still fighting going on in Libya. We seem to be siding closest with the Kurds, and that's probably good. We probably want to promote the Kurdish movement, and even maybe promote Kurdish independence of Turkey to weaken our Turkish rival there. So that is a little bit of the geopolitical, and this hasn't been playing at all, has it? Oh no, it did play. Was it playing? I had it on pause. I wanted that to be running the whole time, but it wasn't. Okay, so that's kind of the whole situation geopolitically in the Levant region, which is the Eastern Mediterranean here. That's going to be our primary focus. Egypt, that's another one. I mean, we could conquer Egypt. There's Alexandria, although he wasn't Greek, he was Macedonian. But he was spreading Greek culture, Hellenic culture. Egypt might be a tough nut to crack. Italy looks like a strong potential ally in a lot of these conflicts. And most of Europe looks to be very favorable of Greece. There is a summit coming up where we're going to discuss agricultural policy. It's supposed to be discussing agricultural policy, and I'm waiting for that to happen. And there should be some more economic reports coming in here. I'm waiting for those as well. And unemployment is really going down. Inflation is not leveling off. Growth has slowed down slightly. I feel like taxing. Oh, did I close that up? Wait a minute.
Our governmental cell informed me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential informer. According to my calculations, using transactional analysis, Chicago school naturally,
Target in Russia is a good idea. Okay, there was something here. Force laughs. Did I close that EU summit negotiation out? I did. Oh no. I was going to learn something, and I got clicky with my fingers, and now I know nothing. Consult the agenda. Damn it! Okay. I clicked on that. I definitely clicked on it. And, oh, there we go. After a consensus... After this round of conversation, we have reached a consensus. The new farming budget henceforth is 33% of the budget of the 36.36% of the budget of the EU. Okay. Sure. Does that just mean we get more money? Unemployment, look at that number. Oh no, there you go. Popularity is way back up. What do we hit? 0.4, 0.04. Alright, slow down here. Got some messages. Alright.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is a very good figure. Our economy is dynamic.
Dynamic economy, very good. Quarterly unemployment rate has dropped to 9%. After the previous quarter of 15%. Overall, the results are poor. We've made a great deal of progress, but the results are poor overall. Because we still have pretty high unemployment.
Your commitment to defending family values is a model for the...
Alright, that's fine. This looks good. Everything looks good. Oh, wow, look at the budget excess. More taxes. More taxes would make me rich. How's this debt looking? Debt is getting paid down. We did get a lot of debt forgiven, and that's where I think they forgave the debt. That was like the IMF or something like that. Speaking of which, maybe we can get another IMF reduction. What do we got there? 12 billion? Last time they forgave like 10 billion. Let's see if I can get another 10. Where do I go? I go to the UN, I think it's under. IMF. Ask for an IMF reduction. This is in millions. That's 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion, 10 billion. That would be enormous. If I don't know if If not, maybe it's a percentage based. I don't know if it's like based on amounts or percentage. Like, because I was at 22 million and then I asked for like 10 million, so that's less than 50%. Now I'm asking for like over 80, almost 90% reduction. But it's the same amount, but I don't know how the game factors it. So we'll find that out in a second. And what's that? Montenegro? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pause, pause. What is this? Meeting with... Who are you? What happened? I don't know what happened there.
Our governmental cell informed me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential informer. According to my calculations, using transactional analysis, Chicago's score...
Informer in Montenegro would be great. If we can get info on dirt on Montenegro, we can go to war with them. Nice land grab in the Adriatic.
Our governmental cell informed me...
We were starting to get some of these...
to approach this potential informer. According to my calculations...
Some of our intelligence services are starting to pay off, but I think I rejected a meeting with the Russians? Because I got clicky again? What is that? Oh, yep, that's refused. So I should probably, instead of going for like the same amount, I should probably do the same percentage as before. So I'll have to wait till next quarter. It appears you've already benefited from reduction less than a year ago. Oh, that's why. Okay. We would like to see you make greater effort to stand your economy on its feet again, rather than choosing the easy way out. Excuse these words, which may sound a little harsh, Prime Minister, but we are here to help countries with their development, not bail out bankrupt states. There's no way I am a bankrupt state. That is ridiculous. Because look at that budget excess, 6 billion. That's going down a little bit, hasn't it? Hold on. That's up. It was down a little bit. It was up there. Then it went down. Now it's back up. It's huge excess. Huge. Huge. We're making Greece great again. Gotta love it. Alright, the other objectives are concerning sports and education. And numbers like Nobel Prizes and stuff like that. Illiteracy rate is down. We have fully funding all these education priorities. So this is not... Education is not a problem. Let's see. Teacher. There are 10 students for every teacher. 8 students for every teacher on the secondary level. That is phenomenal. If I had 8 kids in my class... I'm a teacher, by the way. If I had 8 kids in every class, I would be able to get so much done. I do a lot better. You do a lot better when there's less kids, because there's less to manage. Watch out for unemployment. Studies show the government may focus attention. Our current situation is dire. Hold on. Pause this. Unemployment is now down below 8%. Inflation is over 4%, but growth is coming down a little bit. This is all very tricky. Okay, here we go.
Our sportsmen are ready. But if I may, a few words of
I don't know if I put any money towards swimming.
Departure would surely galvanize the troops.
I'm going to give some words of encouragement for sure. Minister for Education threatens our course of action. I don't know what to do with those. Those just sound stupid.
Competition will begin in a week. All our athletes are in top form. The fight will be harsh, but they will do their best to bring back medals and represent the country with dignity. Alright,
it's the first chance at athletics. See if we can achieve some of our athletic goals and become, great again in athletics. Research is another area we have to improve on, right? Cyprus Network, there we go.
Our governmental cell informed...
We're grabbing ministers everywhere, hopefully. Nobel Prizes, that stays the same. Scientific discoveries already made. Patents registered. Not making a lot of progress here. I need to fund more research, I think. We'll see what happens with these sports. And then I'm going to look into funding more research. Even though I really like this budget number. I love paying off that debt. Wish I could pay off my own debt. That'd be nice one day. I can pay it off in video games, but I can't pay it off in real life. Bargain concluded. Ooh. Oh. Oh no. I don't know. We have an agent in Russia. That's what that said, basically. So we have an agent in Russia. We're working on agents in Montenegro and Cyprus. And was it Bosnia was the other one? Official protest. Our attempt to corrupt one of your members is inadmissible. Montenegro. Oh no. Diplomatic relations are damaged forever. It didn't really seem to hurt it too much. So that did not work. Do we not have that fully funded? We are fully funding all this stuff. We're fully funding training, cryptography, industrial espionage, military intelligence. It's been 20 minutes. Okay. It's been over 20 minutes. Yuck, what is going on here? Small favor. Oh
I
no.
have a small favor to ask. I know it's rather delicate, but you see, my nephew...
No, I don't need another scandal. I refuse. And that might cause some backlash with him, but I don't care. I don't know what he can do. I've never seen him do anything negative. But I think there are some benefits you can get from him putting you in contact with certain people that I probably just threw out the door. Okay. So, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. We're in August of 2017. We have a huge budget surplus. Swimming competition is going on this week. Hopefully we'll get some medals. And I need to... And education looks great. But I have to boost my scientific research, I think, to try to get the actual things that we're looking for, which are going to be like Nobel Prizes and patents. And I can also build those libraries too, but I'm going to wait to get through a year to see how my budgeting is at the end of the year before I make any big construction projects and all that stuff. And Libya might be coming up. I'm thinking about intervening probably in the next episode, I think. I don't know, I was going to wait till the election, but maybe I can... My popularity is really high. And the people who I wanted to attack are getting kind of overrun. So I have to move in there and grab this land before other people do. Although I can probably attack the Total Jihad as well, because they're fighting Libya too. So I'm going to come in on the side of the Libyan government and try to suppress some of these rebel groups. And in the process, do a little land grab in here and possibly get some oil out of it. So that's that goal. Okay, again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the videos and you want to see more. Feel free to comment down below and please share it with your friends. And thank you everyone for your support of this channel. And I'll see you in the next episode.